Eh bien, bonjour à tous et à toutes, c'est Akane, et on se retrouve pour continuer la quête de continuité pionnière. Donc la défense qui est sortie il y a 2 jours. Donc on va la faire. C'est ça. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est ça. Voilà. J'ai failli me tromper. Ça fait depuis longtemps que j'attends la suite pour faire la quête. Parce que la dernière fois ça m'avait hype. Là c'est encore plus. Ah, c'est long.
It's still early. Where to now?
Ouais, mais on va voir Yenshin là-bas.
Come on in!
Après l'évasion de la prison des enchaînés, j'ai pas eu le temps de lire.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Par contre, j'ai fait des réglages, donc je sais pas si le son va être bien. Je verrai ça. Sinon, je vais vous montrer le son en montage.
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh,
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of...
War dance.
Oh, on est sorti.
There you are.
J'allais dire, on allait quand même pas rester bloqué dans la prison.
I heard you and Mr. Dan Hung went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
Ouais, mais Q, il est toujours avec le truc moche. Je sais plus son nom. Boulet? Non. Boulet? Un truc comme ça? Je sais plus.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison.
Oh, pardon.
Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
Je pense que le pionnier parle plus que le voyageur dans Genshin. Mais ça, je dis rien. On parle plus que lui.
The Borisin traveled all the way here to infiltrate the Lafu, and attempt to rescue their leader with a crafty scheme. This is completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
D'ailleurs, c'était cette dernière, j'ai pas voulu l'invoquer parce qu'il y avait Kafka et je me suis fait chef. J'ai eu Beilou. Oui, du coup, je suis un peu triste. Du coup, bah, je garde mes garanties.
At present, all 3 generals are on guard, and taking action to hunt down the fugitives, and the mastermind behind it all, in order to prevent further trouble.
Bah alors, ma garantie pour quelle personne, je sais pas.
However, if these Borisin can disguise themselves as Foxians, where do we even begin to search for them? Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the Ringmaster.
Pourquoi?
The security of the Lafu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a Ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. It doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hule will wreak havoc.
Hule. Olé. Oh. Voilà. C'est comme vous le voulez.
Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break. intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said.
C'est qui?
You may be tiny in
you.
stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Elle est vraiment trop belle, bordel! Ah mais elles sont mignonnes! Je la poule! Rien à faire, donc je vais mettre tout mon salaire dedans s'il faut, mais je la poule!
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
J'ai même pas suivi ce qu'elle a dit quoi en fait? Tu as beau être petit, tu as la détermination des guerriers de... Qu'est-ce qu'il t'a mis ici? Tu devais
Yes,
participer à quelque chose?
I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
Machin.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Xiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Ça donne faim.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borison spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hule's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
J'avoue, il est toujours il est toujours en otage, lui. Mon pauvre bébou, mon pauvre petit foxien.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borison abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borison were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
Bon bah on va manger.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Dis-moi que je suis mise de la montée pour faire une bonne team foxia. Avec elle.
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that he and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borison have likely taken him hostage.
Ouais, il n'a qu'un seul en otage.
Don't worry, Yukong. Fei Xiao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Xiao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulei's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
C'est ce que je pensais dans ma tête. Parce que, mais à mon avis, ils ne vont pas la repousser. Je pense.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable.
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And...
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately, solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least... The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Law Fu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react?
Ouais, faut la laisser parce que
They'd be terrified and chaos might ensue.
Plus personne viendra au Law Fu parce que déjà avec ce qui s'est passé avec Fantilia, je sais plus, puis ça, les gens ils vont dire ça craint ici.
The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Law Fu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them.
Ça me perturbe, parce que là ça bouge.
But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulei's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Law Fu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill...
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Law Fu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the two of you here.
Qu'est-ce que je dis?
General Huayan, are you asking me?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Voilà.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Law Fu in the...
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the skies. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Oh, 3 ans avant le début de l'année spatiale. On va jouer une chat.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected—
I, and the 2 behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous.
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security—
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we—
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to—
Let's start with those Borisin disguise—
My people have already prepared the evidence. Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borisin.
Looking at him now, it's...
My alchemist detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borisin—
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, they're...
Indeed. This means that these Borisin have a steady supply of the medicine within the Luofu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they use, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control. So we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin.